Every now and then a story comes along that just feels like it's straight out of a movie. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. We're going to break down the incredible, historic journey of a talent show contestant named Matty J, a guy who went from calling himself a loser to becoming a potential legend.
So to really get how big this is, we're actually going to start at the climax, the moment something happened that had never happened before on one of the biggest stages in the world.
So, picture this. It's April 25th, 2026. This isn't just any old episode of Britain's Got Talent. Nope. This is the first live semifinal of the season. And trust me, it's one that's going straight into the history books. And who's on stage? It's 27-year-old Matty J. And he's already told people he wants to show a totally different side of himself. A rock side. So what does he pick? Oh, just Dream On by Aerosmith. Only one of the hardest songs to sing, ever. It's a vocal Everest. So yeah, no pressure, right? Okay, quick refresher for you. During the live shows, the judges each get this one-time-only special golden buzzer. And hitting that thing, it is a massive deal. It means you get to skip the public vote and go straight to the grand final. It is basically the ultimate stamp of approval. So Matty gets to that final, screaming high note, and the whole place just erupts. Judge Amanda Holden, she doesn't even hesitate for a second. She just slams her golden buzzer. And right there, in that moment, Matty J makes history. He becomes the first person ever to get 2 golden buzzers in the same season. That just completely changes the game. A double golden buzzer. Wow. So how on earth did he get to this point? To figure that out, we've got to rewind. Let's go all the way back to his very first audition, where this whole crazy story kicked off. Yeah, because just a few weeks before that rock star moment, on March 28th, it was a totally different guy who walked out on that stage. Not the confident semi-finalist we just saw. This was a 27-year-old waiter from Glasgow, looking, pretty nervous.
And his introduction was, well, it was brutally honest. He actually called himself a singing competition loser. He was talking about all his past struggles, trying and failing to make it in the music business.
But then, he opened his mouth to sing, and his version of Prince's Purple Rain, it was just so soulful, so powerful, that it actually got Simon Cowell, the toughest judge on the panel, to hit his golden buzzer. Just like that, he was through to the semifinals.
And the impact was instant. Simon didn't just say, "Good job." He said it was, and I quote, "one of the biggest reactions they've ever had." So yeah, the self-described loser was already well on his way.
But here's the thing, Matty's story didn't even start in Glasgow. To really get the whole picture, we have to zoom out even more. We're talking about a journey that starts in the Philippines and leads all the way to Scotland.
This timeline really lays it all out, doesn't it? It shows just how persistent this guy is. Way back in 2019, he was a finalist on Idol Philippines. After that, he moves all the way to the UK on a scholarship, just working on his craft. And then bam, March 2026, he gets his first golden buzzer. And you know what happens in April?
And this guy has some serious experience under his belt. He was in a popular vocal group called Idols. He studied at the super prestigious Royal Conservatoire of Scotland. And get this, he's a pro on the stage. He even played Lola in the musical Kinky Boots. So what you're seeing here isn't just raw talent. This is skill that's been trained, polished, and tested.
Okay, so let's bring it back to the competition. He's got the soul, he's got the training, he's got Simon Cowell's golden ticket. But he still felt like he had something to prove to everyone.
And this right here, this comparison, shows you his whole strategy. The man did not play it safe. For his audition, he does this soulful Prince classic that wows Simon. Then, for the semifinal, a full-on hard rock anthem from Aerosmith for Amanda. That was a risk. It was a very deliberate choice to show he could do it all. And boy, did it pay off.
So, what did that second buzzer get him? Well, it made him the very first act of the entire season to lock in a spot in the grand final. No public vote needed, he's in. So, he's in the final. What happens now? What's actually on the line?
Well, for starters, £250,000. Yeah, that's a life-changing amount of cash.
But it's not just about the money. Not at all. The winner also gets to perform at the Royal Variety Performance. We're talking about performing for the royal family. It's a huge deal in British entertainment. Winning that spot can launch your entire career.
So, after this insane, historic journey and an unbelievable semifinal performance, yeah, he's not the underdog anymore. Matty J is now officially one of the favorites to win the entire competition.
So he's gone from calling himself a loser to literally making history. It's an amazing story of talent and just not giving up. We've seen his soulful side, we've seen his rock and roll power, so the big question now is, what does he do for the grand final? Where does he possibly go from here?